Our Sam Fellow, Mr. Steve Lang. You have 1 minute left in your setup period.
Looking at the cafe, it gives me experience, like,
You may now begin your presentation.
On behalf of Montgomery College Enactus, we're excited to share projects with you today. Montgomery College, home of the Raptors, is a 2-year college with 3 campuses located in Montgomery County, Maryland. Our current enrollment of nearly 22,000 students is extremely diverse, with over 6,000 non-citizen students representing over 160 countries.
Our Enactus team has developed a presence on each of our campuses and has grown to include over 40 members, all freshmen and sophomores that have contributed over 3,000 hours to projects this year. Now in our 18th year of existence, we are constantly seeking new ways to achieve our mission by reaching out beyond our local neighborhoods to affect change in our global community.
We have developed projects aligned with our mission that ultimately improve people's livelihoods and standards of living. Our projects specifically focus on job creation, improvement of resources, and implementation of new initiatives aimed to achieve our goals.
Each of our projects go through 3 main phases that are directly aligned with the judging criteria. First phase projects are relatively new. These projects have gone through the needs assessment, implementation, and evaluation stages as we determine how to best meet our target audience's needs.
In phase 2, we aim to expand our projects by adding new initiatives and partnering with local groups of entrepreneurs. And in the third phase, our projects become legacy projects because they're completely self-sustainable and they create the biggest impact on our college campus and our local and global community.
As a 2-year college, approximately half of our team members graduate each year, resulting in a high turnover rate for our Enactus team. For that reason, it is crucial that we emphasize a sustainable component to our projects and assign freshman mentees to ensure that our projects transition successfully from year to year.
While we're conducting 9 projects this year, but we'll be highlighting 3 of them to you today. We'll discuss how our third phase legacy, MBI Cafe operation, enables us to create jobs on our campus while providing a sustainable funding source for our Enactus team.
Our second phase, our Stories project, is empowering immigrant students and families in our community. We'll also show how our first phase YU project is breaking down economic barriers for indigenous Colombian women while also providing
We would like to begin with our legacy project, the student-run MBI Cafe. Now, in our 17th year of operation, as we proudly serve Starbucks, our cafe has developed into a business that addresses a triple bottom line approach of people, planet, and prosperity.
Although the MBI Cafe project has been around for nearly 2 decades, we continually revise our project based on changing needs. Today, we will outline our success in terms of profitability, show you how we are enhancing our efforts in regards to workforce development, as well as how the cafe supports the development of new Enactus projects, all while running a socially responsible business.
Honors business majors on the MC Enactus team operate the cafe as a business lab. We are responsible for everything from starting out as the baristas and cashiers to moving up to overseeing one of the 4 cafe management teams. We make the daily management decisions and determine the success of this initiative and constantly look to improve the impact of our business in the community.
We measure our success in several ways. First and most importantly, the MBI Cafe must remain profitable because it is the main funding source of our Enactus team. We have had great success in that regard, and through May 1st of this fiscal year, the MBI Cafe has generated record revenues of over $210,000.
This year, we have enhanced our project's impact by expanding our focus on workforce development. In general, our needs assessment shows that students on our campuses lack job opportunities, organizations in our community need help finding jobs for their clients, and students on our campuses lack an understanding of typical workplace skills.
Starting on our campus, many students lack the opportunity to gain the workplace skills as well as the necessary financial resources. For example, international students are prohibited from working off campus, while other students are required to work on campus for personal reasons, such as lack of transportation. Put simply, they need jobs, and our cafe is creating opportunities for students in need of work.
In total, we have created 12 jobs for students this year, and our Enactus team helps to train and oversee the development of the cafe student staff by helping them learn basic cash handling, customer service, marketing, and inventory skills. For many of them, this is their first job, and we've enabled them to earn a paycheck while in school, with total wages paid exceeding over $45,000 this year alone.
We continue our existing partnership with the Jewish Social Service Agency, or JESA, for collaboration to hire individuals with disabilities. They expressed to us how it's often difficult for people with mental and physical disabilities to get a job, which means they miss out on the social and workplace skills that come with it.
Last year, we hired a JESA client, Zed, and mentored him on his role on the MBI Cafe. This was such a success that Zed was able to graduate from working with JESA, and this year they asked us to place another student, Gabe, on an internship.
As for Zed, after his time with JESA ended, we were able to rehire him as an official part of the MBI Cafe staff. Zed has grown tremendously since he was first hired. He has gained interpersonal skills visible in how he communicates with his coworkers. Not only that, but he has also taken on more tasks than first expected, and now even analyzes spreadsheets for the cafe.
Working at the cafe, it gives me experience, but I can balance work and school at the same time because it's in the same place. I like working if I have peers around me,
if you're doing one task, I'll do the other one. More feeling like his peers at this age, right? Working a job and going to college, so that combination actually allows him to feel as if he's part of the mainstream as opposed to someone who doesn't fit in.
Yeah, and Zed is a fantastic employee, and we're all really grateful to have him at the cafe. Now, moving to our impact on youths in schools, young students need a better comprehend the connection between what they learn in the classroom to how it applies in the real world. So with this in mind, we were asked to create and implement a hands-on program for our college's Take Your Child to Work Day, as well as for students in local public schools.
We had 3 hands-on activities, which included teaching students about running an environmentally friendly business, conducting an inventory exercise highlighting the importance of organizational and communication skills, and a profit margin exercise to demonstrate how math skills are used every day in the workplace.
Our cafe's financial success also allows us to fund other MC Enactus projects. For example, Raptor Tank, a business pitch competition that enables our college's entrepreneurial students to turn their business dream into a reality. We provided them with mentorship and empowered them to compete to win over $5,000 in seed funding to start or grow their business.
We also strive to make the cafe environmentally friendly. So when we learned that the coffee grounds dumped in the landfills produce methane gas, a greenhouse gas, that's 25 times more harmful than CO2, we were concerned. This led to the launch of our Grounds to Grounds initiative.
Our ultimate goal is to recycle 100% of the used coffee grounds produced at the MBI Cafe. We are currently recycling 88% of the used grounds and are continually improving our efficiency. Based on our capacity, we project we can recycle 3.4 tons of coffee grounds each year.
Overall, the MBI Cafe has been a huge success. Students on campus and individuals with disabilities in our community need jobs, and we're creating them. And we're implementing new solutions in order to reduce the environmental impact of our business, all while providing a sustainable funding source for our Enactus team.
We will now move on to Our Stories, a project aimed to empower local high school students in the English for Speakers of Other Languages, or ESOL program.
For this academic year, Montgomery County Public Schools has over 24,000 students enrolled in the ESOL program. This division develops and implements a curriculum that aims to help these ESOL students acquire the English language skills that are critical to their success not only in the classroom, but their future endeavors.
Some of our team members are former ESOL students that have experienced firsthand that there is a need for support and mentorship within the program. We also asked 2 ESOL teachers about the needs of their students as part of our assessment. Here is one of them.
Many of our students come here to this country for many reasons, to have better opportunities in life in the future, to escape violence in their countries, and a lot of them have been separated from mothers, fathers, and family members for several years. Many are working, going to school, learning a new language, learning a new culture, to come here for a better life.
To address these needs, our team partnered with Kennedy, Northwood, and Wheaton High Schools to implement weekly workshops with the goals of reducing social isolation by helping the students engage with their peers, improving literacy skills through the writing and editing of personal stories, and to help raise funds for their ESOL programs through the publishing of a book.
At our first workshops, we led icebreaker activities that allowed the ESOL students to work on their verbal communication skills in English and get to know each other. Now, these activities were fundamental because they laid down the foundation of trust between us and the students.
This was critical as we then asked the ESOL students to write personal stories either in their native language or in English. The students wrote on topics such as missing their home countries, adjusting to school, and the dreams they hope to achieve in America.
Next, we worked one-on-one with the ESOL students to help them translate their stories into English and fix any grammatical errors. After we collaborated with the students on editing their stories, they read them out loud to practice their pronunciation.
In total, we collected over 120 sets of personal stories to publish into one book for each school. 150 books were printed, and we used our existing relationship with local publishing to reduce printing costs and utilize recycled paper to make our project environmentally friendly.
To keep this project sustainable, our team used the following model. We kept some of the books to market and sell through our network, and the remaining books were distributed to students at 2 of the local high schools. So far, we've sold through all of our books, completely covering our printing costs and helping to fund the project for next year.
One exciting aspect of this project is that at all 3 high schools, it is part of their ESOL curriculum. And at Wheaton High School, it meets their project-based learning requirement. What even more exciting is how ESOL students are being empowered in so many different ways.
Montgomery College student helped me with my writing and my communication skill.
Our science projects help me out with my writing skills, and I feel more confident in myself.
We, for like ESOL student, can find a scholarship in college.
Also new to the project this year, we held college readiness workshops where we provided the students with information and encouraged them to pursue a higher education. And we held a pilot financial literacy workshop in Spanish for ESOL parents.
We plan to continue expanding our impact by replicating the model used at these high schools to other ESOL programs in Montgomery County, possibly even state or nationwide. We would now like to move on to the YU project. This project serves to empower women in the indigenous YU tribe of Colombia to build a sustainable community. The idea for this project was conceived last year when one of our then Enactus members, Sophia, discovered an unmet need in the community local to her Colombian home.
Sophia conducted a needs assessment on site when she visited the tribe in Colombia, and even though she had since graduated, she still remains as a contact between our Enactus team and the tribe today.
The YU tribe faces serious socioeconomic problems such as lack of access to clean water, and the average daily wage earned by the women is equivalent to just $1 US. Despite their hardships, they craft beautiful handmade products, and we knew that merchandise would find a much bigger market in our own community.
With this in mind, we created a sustainable model to help solve some of the problems facing the women in their communities now and for years to come. But we also found several areas in need of significant improvement, and that was our focus this year.
For example, a quick look at our sales and ending inventory from last year showed us that the brighter color bags weren't selling as well as the more earth tone bags, and that the opposite was true for the bracelets. Having this excess inventory on hand wasn't helping us or the women.
With this market information, we placed orders with the women to produce more earth-tone bags and bright-colored bracelets to better meet the demands of our community. So not only are we helping the women by buying their products and reselling for their benefit, our direction on which items and colors they should invest more time and money to increases their sales volume.
After putting our new ordering strategy in place, we also developed a new sales strategy focusing on the women's stories and the benefits for the women, and included this information on our newly created sales tags. We sold the products in our community and partnered with local businesses to introduce and sell the women's merchandise to socially minded consumers.
We then followed this pricing model. We purchased bags and bracelets of various sizes at the same price that the women would sell them for in their community. This ensures they earn the same revenue as if they were selling them locally, with our bulk purchases significantly increase their sales volume and revenues, allowing them to remain sustainable.
Next, we set a new sales price for each of the items, which can be anywhere from 2 to 8 times the original price, and set a strategy to repay our initial investments while also providing resources needed in the YU community.
For example, a small bag such as this is initially purchased for $7. We then mark it up to $25. $14 of that sale goes directly to the women in the tribe. So effectively, they are making 3 times what they would normally make off the sale of that one product. Another $4 goes towards the purchase of water filters for the community, and $7 is kept by our team in order to reinvest those funds to purchase more products from the women in the future.
Since late fall, our team raised nearly $2,000 selling out of all the inventory we had. Going back to our model, we are helping these women by increasing sales volume, and an additional $1,100 will be distributed among the women to further enhance their income.
Our model also allows us to set aside a portion of the money that we raise towards purchasing water filters for the community. This year, we were able to raise $290 that will be put towards purchasing the water filters for the YU tribe, similar to the 7 that we distributed last year.
This project continues to show great promise while providing assistance to a community in dire need of it. Our main focus is to continue improving our sales channels locally, while also partnering with a Colombian nonprofit to further help these women learn to grow their business.
We are empowering the YU women by allowing them to generate additional income to improve their livelihoods, and by seeking to provide them with clean water. Our ultimate goal is to empower them by expanding their consumer market and allowing them to generate a sustainable source of income.
In closing, for each of our projects, we conducted a needs analysis for each respective target audience. We then used business and economic concepts to not only make these projects sustainable, but to improve lives in economically, socially, and environmentally sustainable ways.
We ensure that our projects were economically sustainable by managing a profitable business that sustains our Enactus team and creates jobs opportunities in our campus, by using and teaching entrepreneurial skills to sell books to benefit the ESOL program in local high schools, and by marketing and selling handmade crafts to empower disadvantaged women in Colombia.
From a social perspective, we are allowing international students and people with disabilities to gain workplace skills, reducing inequality in Montgomery County by empowering immigrant students to enhance literacy skills, and empowering disadvantaged women in the YU tribe to better provide for their families.
And an environmental emphasis is incorporated into our projects by turning waste into natural fertilizer for our community through a Grounds to Grounds initiative, by using recycled paper products in the publishing of our stories books, and by seeking to provide the YU women with access to clean water.
We are proud of our efforts this year on our college campuses, locally and globally, and look forward to increasing our impact through economically, socially, and environmentally sustainable initiatives.
Thank you.
We will now begin the question and answer period. Only judges may ask questions.
Where are you guys selling the handbags? What's your model for that? How are you getting that out there? Creating awareness?
That's a good question. So what we have done is we actually started a social media page on Instagram, and we do some of our, we kind of just market our products on there, as well as we do it on campus. And then we have also partnered with some businesses and sell them on there.
Can you purchase the bags online?
So what we have been doing is it's difficult because of just college rules to just sell bags that way. So what we have been doing is we have been giving them in exchange for a donation. So we have a minimum donation to acquire or to purchase a bag or bracelet, and then that's the way that we're receiving the funds for the project.
Do you want to plug your Instagram page? Yeah. What's the Instagram?
It is @Enactus_YU.
Okay.
throw away the copy runs because we are not able to keep them for a long period of time. And we are working on that we plan to recycle the 100% bricks.
What do you do with the coffee grounds? Or what does recycle mean? We're not drinking them, you know?
That's a great question. The used coffee grounds are full of nitrogen, which is essential for plant growth. So one of the main purposes is that they can be used as a natural fertilizer. There are some other purposes that they can be used for, such as handcrafts like candles, or body scrubs, face scrubs that can clean your skin.
And just to clarify that, we don't recycle the grounds ourselves. What we do, we package them and then we hand them out to whomever may take them, and then they will use them for their purposes.
Do you guys have any potential partners to move YE project into phase 2?
That's a great question. So we actually had a partnership with the YU Tire Foundation, which is a foundation based in Venezuela. However, due to the political turmoil, it was difficult to stay in communication with them. And our original partnership through Sophia was with women in Colombia. So that's who we based our work off of. However, in the future, we were looking to expand into Venezuela, but due to the situation, it's been difficult to stay in contact with them.
This is just a little bit off the cuff, or might not be related necessarily to the financials, but how do you guys, you have a lot of projects going on, it seems like you're very cohesive and you're driving a lot of solid results. How do you keep each other accountable to make sure that you're executing on all of the things here? Because what I picked up on was a lot of execution, which is great. What's your dynamic and how do you guys work together?
That's a great question. So we have a great executive board made up of 10 members, and we make sure that the project leaders are going through with their goals, and we have different people like communication, project development on our executive board that work with the project leaders to ensure that their projects are successful.
Another question. Just on the books, you mentioned that you raised some funding. Can you talk a little bit more about what the sales were, how much it cost to print, and what was left over to apply to next year's initiative?
Sure, so I can take that question. As far as the printing cost, it was about $7 per book. With 150 books, this worked out to about $1,000, more or less. So we used that number to calculate how many books we needed to keep ourselves, because we do hand some.
Your time has expired. Judges, please join me in congratulating Montgomery College for the presentation.